So today, in light of Valentine's Day, you're going to be listening to a number of Filipino love songs from the past 60 years and see how our way of celebrating love through music has progressed over time. How does that make you feel?
Siyempre masaya pero ano din, tignan natin kung pumapangit ba o gumaganda.
Anxious kasi hindi ko alam kung actually minsan lang kasi ako makapakinig ng 60s na songs, so I might not know kung ano yung feeling kasi
Siguro magbibigay ng nostalgia or improvement sa ating music industry. Parang gano'n.
Are you ready to begin?
yeah, sure, I'm ready.
Parang yung mga opening ng mga movie. Mga noon. Parang Tom and Jerry.
Maalaala mo kaya?
Alam ko tong song na to. Actually, ito yata yung theme song ng MMK. Yeah.
Di ka kaya magbago sa iyong pagmamahal. Ako'y hindi giliw ko hanggang sa libingan.
What did you think?
So yun, ang lambing ng song. Tapos parang ang chill lang.
The melody is great. Napaka nostalgic siguro neto kasi bata pa ako, naririnig ko na ata to eh.
Ay, LDR sila.
Ang iyong madarama, asahan mong
It's very sweet. The verse is very soothing actually.
alaala kita saan ka man naroon.
Parang medyo shocked ako na parang alam ko yung song. Alam ko yung songs na.
Hindi ako masyadong nag-focus sa lyrics kasi ayoko makarelate sa LDR. No to LDRs.
Isang babala mula kay Seth.
Oh, this is different. It's guitar.
Pagsapit ng dilim.
Ako'y naghihintay pa rin.
Hilig ng pag-ibig. Tama. Napakinggan ko to, pero hindi itong version na to. Reggae version na napakinggan ko kasi.
Pagkat ako'y nababalisa kung di ka kapiling. Bawat sandali mahalaga sa atin. Ang bawat tibok ng puso'y kay sarap damhin. Tulad ng himig na kay sarap awitin.
I love how yung instrumentals ito is parang mas simple dun sa mga nauna.
Yun ko lang na-realize na, pang Valentine's pala. So, ayun. Ang theme nila lahat is para sa
Para ayaw niyang mawala yung nararamdaman ng lalaki sa kanya. Ayaw niyang nag-fade away. Binase niya sa star na parang hindi nauubusan ng ningning. Para hindi nag-fade yung pagmamahal.
This time, American yung kumanta nito siguro, no?
Call me, making no sound, then keep kiss.
Ang creepy.
Seeing me punching holes in the wind.
So she said she wants to kiss in the wind, but she's punching the wind.
Sing through waves of the wind.
Nagulat ako dun sa instruments. Instrumental niya. Kala ko a cappella eh.
Yes.
Inside the whole of the wind.
She really is talking about wind a lot. Like, there's something wrong with the wind. Like, everything is in the wind, and like, I don't know what's in the wind.
I love how na parang biglang nag-build up yung instrumentals. Pero kung paano niya kantahin yung lyrics is still calm and beautiful lang. Yun lang.
Your face lights up the sky on the highway.
Oh, Rico Blanco.
Someday you share your world with me. Someday you mesmerize me with diamond eyes. I try to
Nag-upgrade na yung beat na parang pop na siya. Pero it's still a love song. Malambing pa din.
Losing all control. My mind, my heart, my body, and my soul. Never in my life have I been more sure. So come on up to me and close the door. Nobody's made me feel this way before. You're everything I wanted and more.
Wow, it's like it's his first time falling in love.
May naalala tuloy ako. Trinay ko tong gamitin na pangharana nun eh. Pero hindi siya naging effective.
Isang muling babala mula kay Seth.
Yung kanta na yun, parang may gusto siyang babae. Tapos sobrang sinisherish niya. Tapos gusto niyang maging sila.
Good luck. I mean, the heartbreak is gonna be painful as fuck. Anyway.
I was looking for
May keyboard na.
some answers that you wore. Dim the lights, your mind tonight, and all the clothes are on the floor. Stare me down, hear the sound of this world we are to know.
Nakaka-relax yung song.
I'll make you go ooh, oh, 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 oh. So is this a love?
It sounds like a one-night stand.
Is this
Since he's asking himself if this is love while describing what happened that night.
or make it? Tell me, is this love? Is this the love we're feeling? Is this love we're trying to do? Is this love we're making? Or just another night with you?
It's hormones.
Okay yung beat. Ang ganda nung style. Pero Parang more on sexual siya.
Ito yung mga gusto kong music talagang eh. Promise ito yung mga gusto kong music. Wala akong masabi. Gusto ko itong mga music na gato kasi mga chill siya nga, ganun. Super modern siya sa para sa akin.
So after listening to different Filipino love songs from the past 60 years, how would you describe the way in which our style of expressing feelings of affection and intimacy through music has evolved over time?
Well, hindi mo rin naman masabing perfect yung kanta nila noon sa kanta natin ngayon. Kasi magkaiba naman tayo ng henerasyon. However, makikita mo pa rin yung ganda. Yung ganda nila.
Yung 50s, like super bagal yung beat, pero the meaning is good. Tapos super deep din.
Noon, parang masyadong expressive. Parang straightforward sila sa mga sinasabi. Pero the more na tumatagal, mas nagiging.
What would you say is your favorite decade of Filipino love songs?
Sa factor na yung chill lang, mga 90s onwards.
2000s. I grew up listening to those songs and they remind me of my childhood.
Pwedeng dalawa. Yung para sa akin yung una, tapos yung huli.
80s. Kasi yung instrumental nila, yun yung medyo medyo chill. Tapos yung lyrics nila, ang ganda.
Now, having listened to different Filipino love songs over the years, would you say that our way of serenading each other musically stands out? Or is it really not that much different to how love songs from other countries are made?
Siguro yung sa ibang countries is, slang. Yung sa atin kasi parang may pagkahuwan talaga. Yung may galang.
Para sa akin, naiiba ang OPM. In a way na parang mas dama mo eh. Not just by kasi na Tagalog, ganun. Pero yung pag-express kasi ng mga OPM, yung talagang damang-dama nila.
Siyempre, ang Pilipino kilala na magaling manggaya. Diba? Pero hindi naman ibig sabihin na ginagaya din nating mga Pilipino yung songs ng ibang bansa. Pero yung sa mga ngayon na, parang yun, hindi na siya unique. Kasi parang gagaya na lang din. Pero yung mga noon, hindi unang panahon, noon, hindi siya magkatulad sa mga songs ng ibang bansa.
When you compare the old Filipino love songs versus the more modern Filipino love songs, it's probably fair to say that the older love songs seem more poetic, verbose, and less sexual in tone. Why do you think it is that songwriting as a whole has become more simplified, and as a result, would you say that it's made Filipino love music less elegant than it used to be?
Yes, I would agree with the fact that it made Pinoy music less elegant. 50s music will make you kilig kasi it has some kilig words. Music nowadays, the 2010 music we're in, just goes straight to the deed without actually doing anything, like the last song that was played, wherein he doesn't even know if he is feeling love.
Hindi naman siguro sa less elegant, pero less passionate lang. Less yung pag-deliver ng emotions through lyrics kasi yung mga lyrics nga ngayon napakasimple.
Hindi na nalalagyan ng puso yung lyrics nila. Parang, kumbaga, ito yung pumasa sa utak ko, sige ito nalapag ko dyan. Kantahin ko na lang, gawin ko na lang.
Yes, I would say that nowadays, Pinoy music are less elegant. Siyempre, kanta mo yan. Bakit? Ano ba yun, di ba? Magkaroon ka ng originality. Though, meron din naman talaga yung mga pagkakataon na kokopya ka ng tone, gano'n. Pero, ang basehan doon, yung nilalaman.
As a member of Generation Z, what do you usually look for when it comes to Filipino love songs?
Para sa akin, una, lyric-wise, dapat. Nasa lyrics pa rin yan. Pangalawa, mas okay pa rin yung mga, mga chill lang na kanta. Pag ginagawa mo siyang medyo R&B type or pop, hindi siya masyadong parang love song.
Actually, wala eh. Kasi maganda na Filipino love songs kasi talagang masarap pakinggan. Yung nila, original fluent nila sa pagkanta. Kasi sa modern na, 'di ba? Na sila eh. Kakantayin nila, may auto-tuner na sila. Music kasi, ang gusto ko sa kanila talagang sila na yung mismo gumagawa ng melody ng kanta nila.
Finally, how do you think Filipino love songs will continue to change over time? Would you say that they're about to undergo another era of creative change, or would you say that such songs aren't going to be any different from how they're arranged now?
Sa tingin ko, kasi siguro meron changes, pero paunti-unti. Baka lalagyan na nila ng parang trap beats, parang ganun.
I don't know, because honestly, like I said, there are crappy artists who became famous, and there's another batch of artists who are actually good at writing music. I'm not expecting anything. I mean, it wouldn't be any different. It's just in English. It's like Filipino music, but in English.
Siguro, yung sa 2015 yung last song, di ba? Ayun na, nagkaroon na parang, in a way na parang nakikiuso sa music style ng mga ibang bansa. 2020 na. And lumalabas na ulit yung mga bands or mga music artists na parang nire-revive yung feel nung mga old songs.
Sigurado ako mag-change yan. Mag-change yan kasi hindi naman pwede na ganun pa rin sa 2020, di ba? O kaya sa 2030. Siyempre sigurado yan, magpapalit yan. Siguro sana mas maganda yung lalabas nilang songs, yan sa mga artist dyan.